Hi guys, this is SuperBoo3 and we're back again for another worth playing review. This time we're looking at Hohokum. If you are interested in just looking for trophy videos and stuff, just check the rest of the playlist, one of my playlists, and you'll see that I've done the trophies for this game already elsewhere. Okay, so let's just first look at how the game starts. You're just a single snake driving through a lovely, colourful world. Well, actually it's kind of black on this one. The later ones get a lot more colourful. And we will be picking up our snake friends and trying to escape this black world. I haven't really understood exactly what we're doing in this game, and I don't think anyone really knows what the answer is to that question. The game just is simply about exploration and enjoying the music. It is an assault on the senses, and I'd probably say in a good way. As you can see, the colours are so vibrant and the music seems to change as we do stuff. I really can't say that I understand how any of that works. All I know is that bumping into things generally has an effect, so I do that a lot. We seem to be gathering up our brothers here. I'm just going to be calling them brothers. So don't mind me if you think they're androgynous or female. Anyway, let's go down, and then this is going to be starting up the actual game proper. At least I thought it would, but sometimes the game seems to not behave itself and does its own thing. Oh, here we go. This is what I mean. A lot of the game feels luck based, and you have to play an awful lot before you kind of see where the game's going. Often when you want to activate a portal, you'll have to do what I'm doing here, where you have to kind of go in a circle and activate basically go around the portal itself. I do like the way that the game visually shows you the buttons very quickly at the beginning, just so you know what to do. Anyway, once your snakes have run off, it's your job to find them, and you'll be doing this by exploring a variety of worlds while coming back to this main hub world to get shortcuts to the levels, to just progress through the game. But you won't really have a clear target of how to do that each time, and that's what makes the game very unusual. This game could take you a very short amount of time, because it is possible to beat this game in under an hour. There's even a speedrun trophy for that. But the game itself can be, could take you absolutely ages. Every time you enter a world, you just find yourself charging around, bumping into things, just working out what your interactions can do. I mean, in that way it's pretty cool. It's a unique experience in that way. There's not many games I can think of where the purpose of what you're doing is completely unclear. I mean, everything has a different interaction. Obviously know how to do all the trophies and stuff, but I'm not going to be showing that. I'm just going to be flying around just to show you how the worlds are. Some of the worlds can be extremely confusing. I've noticed that this one, for instance, despite looking like there's absolutely nothing to do here, I remember there being you can complete this level as such, but I didn't actually work out a specific method to do it, even though I've done it a few times. And that's kind of the beauty and also a terrible thing about the game. There doesn't seem to be a clear system as how to beat things. Some people would likely call me harsh for saying that, because there is a proven method for doing things, but I just don't think they're very clear to someone for the first time they come to a level. A good thing is that each level can be reset once you leave and re-enter. That means that if you do mess up something, you can always have another shot at it, and I quite like that. There's also interesting worlds like this where you can actually just get everyone to ride on you, and you will be confused as to what you're supposed to do. This means that you can take some people and interact them with other objects. For instance, there, I've just shot them all off because this Hoover works to get rid of people, which is kind of cool. But that shows you that you're supposed to obviously do something with specific people. I quite like the idea that there are a couple of hints on some levels. I will say this is probably one of the few levels where I kind of gathered that. There probably are ways that the game tells you how to do things, but they will be very difficult to notice on the first try, and that is why it's kind of cool. I mean, it is enjoyable to kind of go through this game without any sense of a guide. When you're actually going through the main story, I would say that most people normally would end up going through the trophies with a guide, because to be honest, I think they're all hidden, and the description on all the trophies are bizarre. You wouldn't necessarily know exactly what to do, as they kind of name things with words that you've never heard before. I remember thinking one of them was referring to some Dr. Seuss book, and I believe I was probably wrong on that. But yeah, this game's all about the exploration. I do feel pretentious when I'm saying game is an art form, but I think this is definitely one of those games which is debatably not a game at all, because the purpose is undefined. I would question if some people would even find this fun at all. It feels like you're playing a screensaver. I'll be honest, like, part of me just looks at this and thinks this is a screensaver. It is, not to say that isn't a very fun screensaver, and the art style is, sorry, when I say it looks like a screensaver, I'm not insulting the art style in any way. I definitely think the visuals are done beautifully in this game. The colours are vibrant, and there is a lovely artistic style to them, which really makes me just love wandering around and exploring. But like I said, this game wasn't particularly my cup of tea, but I think some people would look at the game and be like, you know what, that is the kind of game I want. I want a game that just looks so beautiful like that. I love the colours, I love the music. Obviously, while doing certain things, some people might find a bit more enjoyment out of that than others. But let's just say that some people will prefer the fact that it's colourful and artsy. You know, some younger kids might end up enjoying playing this as well, just for how it looks more so than anything. For me, not particularly my genre. I do like some of these games which do step away from the game genre, such as Journey, and some of the other games you'll see me review over time. But I do generally like games that have a purpose, and I do like the puzzle elements somewhat, but I feel too powerless, and I feel this game's almost a bit too clueless. It gives you too little info to go on, which kind of bugs me. I'm guessing this pineapple thing is hinting at something, but I'm not quite sure where there's a pineapple, unless they want me to pick up a woman with a pineapple or something. Yeah, I've literally got no clue. But guys, I think I've said everything I can possibly say about the game, and I've already probably started to repeat myself, so to avoid that any further, you'll already know if you want to play this game just by taking a look at this gameplay video and the few things I've said. You'll either think, wow, a game where I can finally just go wild and do whatever I want, or you'll think, I kind of would like to be told what I'm doing, and I prefer to have purpose and direction to my gaming. I'm not gonna, you know, everyone's entitled to their own views on certain games like this. I really can imagine some people absolutely saying how much they love it, and others saying how awful it is as well. But sometimes these games that separate themselves from the crowd are a blessing, I think. Until next time, guys, thanks for watching. Bye.